Alright, hey, this is Hans, and it's time for the top 10 instant rice noodles of all time, 2020 edition. So last time I did one of these lists, it was in 2017. I'll start off with a little disclaimer. Everything you see here has been garnished by me for the most part. There might be a couple that haven't, but I review the base product, not what I add to it. That wouldn't be fair, so just keep that in mind. This list is current as of review number 3545. Let's get started. In at number 10, we have Coca with their Silk Spicy Marinara Rice Fettuccine from Singapore. This one's really good. The noodles are like fettuccine style. They're flat, they're broad, they're thin. They've got a light amount of chew to them. But the hallmarks of this one are there. It is indeed a little bit spicy. It's got great vegetables with it. And it also has a really nice tomato flavor. And it all really works very well. So if you see this one, pick it up. In at number 9, from the United Kingdom, we have Mr. Lee's Coconut Chicken Laksa. This is another rice noodle variety. This one comes in what looks like a latte cup. And one thing that's really nice about Mr. Lee's stuff is they use freeze-dried ingredients. So that kind of imparts more of a fresh flavor for the vegetables and meats. They've got a whole bunch of varieties out there, and they're available in the US as well now. So this one in particular has got a nice coconut aroma. It hits all the right notes that I was looking for, and yeah, give it a try. In at number 8, we have Otaste with their Pho Rice Noodle Hot from South Korea, which is really surprising, but it's really good. The broth has the cinnamon, the star anise, all those kind of flavors you'd expect in pho. The noodle is a little bit chewy, not very, but just a little bit. And it just all works together really quite well with a nice flavor. So if you, and a bit of spiciness. So if you see this one, definitely check it out. This one actually hails from a arm of Nongshim. In at number 7, we've got one from Mike's Mighty Good Craft Ramen. This is their beef pho rice noodle soup, and this hails from the United States. This one was interesting because I really like the flavor, I like the noodle, and I like the broth. But the thing is, it's not as soupy as you would expect from a pho. It's more gravy-like, and it actually works really well. I would say this is one of my absolute favorite pho noodle varieties. If you see it, check it out. In at number 6, we have Coca yet again with their Laksa Singapura Instant Rice Fettuccine. This one's from Singapore. This one is the bomb. Oh man, this one's really good. It's got that same fettuccine that the marinara had, but the broth on this one is nice and thick and giving and seafoody and savory. And the vegetables in it are wonderful. One thing I should add is the fact that the vegetables in all the Coca products, they tend to change depending on the season. It says on the sachet. I've never really noticed a difference, but I'll take their word for it. So yeah, check them out. In at number 5, we've got Mama with their instant noodle soup spicy shrimp flavor. This one hails from Thailand. This one has a slightly chewy noodle, and the broth though, wow, it's got a little bit of sweetness, but it's mostly hanging around with that lemongrass, that spiciness, and really nice shrimp that just round the whole thing out really well. Worth a try if you can find it. In at number 4, a perennial favorite of mine, we've got My Koali with their Penang Red Tom Yum Goong Rice Vermicelli Soup. This bowl is really good. The rice vermicelli, also known as bihun, is thin and very light. And when you pair it with such a heavy, thick, flavorful soup, it's just like two opposing forces, but they do end up working together. It's really good. This one, oh man, drop some shrimp in there and some coriander and you're set. Just a really serious bowl of vermicelli. And in at number 3, we have Sao Tao Tom Yum Goong flavor Ho Fan. So these hail from Hong Kong. These are really good. It's a wide rice noodle, and it's paired with Sao Tao's Tom Yum Kung double power super mega, I don't know what else you can use, what words, ultra. There's a dry and then there's a paste sachet, and boy, you put these two together with anything and it makes it sing. This has some of the best flavor of any Tom Yum I've ever had, bar none, and I really like it. They also pair these two with the straight noodle that's on the top 10 list, the Sao Tao Tom Yum Kung Ramen, and it's wonderful too. Again, an unlikely place for my favorite Tom Yum to come from, Hong Kong, not Thailand, but so it goes. And in at number 2, we've got my Quali with their Hokkien prawn noodle. This is their rice vermicelli version in the bowl, and this comes from Malaysia. Now, this one has been a favorite of mine for years. The reason I like it is I really like prawn, and the way they do prawn in Malaysia is unlike anywhere else. I mean, the broth for this is so sweet and strong and oily. I mean, it means business, folks. And what's great is the noodle and the broth is united together with a little sprinkle of fried onion that just makes the whole thing sing. So if you really want to treat yourself and you really like seafood and prawn, hit this one up ASAP. And in at number 1, we have my Quali with their white fish broth rice vermicelli from Malaysia. This one made the top 10 list in the wheat noodle form. It's making it here as number 1 in the bihun range. What can I say? It's like you've got the really thin rice vermicelli, and then you pair it with this broth that just has such a strong, nice fish flavor. It's like a chowder. It's another one that's like a chowder, and it works so well together. And has a little bit of vegetables that come with it, including little rings of pepper. Yeah, this one is just spot on. I love this stuff. It's brand new too, so kudos to you, my Quali. All right, so that's it. That's the list. So I'll probably, hopefully, be coming out with rice noodle lists more often. It's been a while. It's been 3 years, so we'll see. I like trying rice noodle varieties. So, and there will be more lists coming out soon. I've been kind of slow on them. I've been really busy with a lot of things. So yeah. Anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye.